So this first guy comes running in. East Kaioshin flies right into the screen, basically puts that hand back. Boom! First person perspective. Chop that guy out. He's on the ground watching the fight. This is the point where, once again, if you're a fan of the Friday series, you go like, young man, you got knocked the F out. And I love the perspective of still seeing them fighting. And it's cool to see East Kaioshin fighting because we never got much of him fighting. The one time, right, he fought Piccolo and made Piccolo give up right before the fight even started. And then we saw him get destroyed by Fat Majin Buu basically multiple times. So it's cool to see East Kaioshin showing off why he is in the position that he is in terms of his power and speed. And boom, basically, knocks this guy out of the frame. This guy comes, boom, trying to go ahead and hit East Kaioshin. East Kaioshin jumps up, about to, once again, if you're a Naruto fan, hits him with, I believe that was the Leaf Hurricane, right? I think that's what it's called, at least in the dub. And I love Glorio, my man, looking at here. Now, I think this was the guy. This is the guy that put his shoulder on Glorio and told him get the F out the way. Now, Glorio don't got to act defenseless. Oh, this guy was going to get it. So the guy swings at Glorio, and he got about 2 strands of hair. He got 2 strands of hair. I think that's a better shot than the other guys got on Glorio that we've seen fight at this point. So this guy has proven that he is at least strong enough to at least get 2 strands of hair from Glorio. So let's see what Glorio does. So then the guy swings back over here to Glorio. Glorio gets his fist. Boom! Fade him with the fist. Actually went for the knee into the ribs. Ooh, and knocks that guy out. And then, no, you know what? Actually, I don't think it was that guy. This is the guy that I think went ahead. I mean, can you blame me? Like I said, these guys look the same. Copy and paste villain number 1. Like I said, it's like a beat 'em up video game where they just create one character model and then they make all the enemies look like that model and you're just beating up the same enemy one after another. So I don't think that guy was the one that put his shoulder on Glorio. I think it was this guy, because you could tell Glorio took this one personal. Boom, Glorio dodges the guy's technique, jumps right in, comes in with that fist. Look at that man's eye. He is like, so you want to put your hand on my shoulders? You want to tell me to get out the F out of the way when I'm the one trying to tell you not to go up to my comrades? Well, all right. Well, boom, punches this guy in the ribs. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, he took this personal. For him, it's not just good enough to punch this guy in the ribs and call it a day. No. He wants this guy to understand, you keep your hands effing off of me. So what does my man Glorio here do? Boom! Thunderbolt that man! Electrocuted him! Oh! That was personal, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! Look at the guy. He's like, oh! He is regretting putting his hands on Glorio at that moment. That man was purpled Pikachu'd. Oh man, that was glorious. That was glorious. Glorio went ham on that guy, man. And then you have the ships here. They try to take these guys' heads off, so they fly in the sky. And then basically they start shooting, and they end up getting Goku to come out of the bushes. And Goku's like, oh! And now they're running. So I really need to know what type of energy or key are these blasts made that they got these guys running instead of just spatting these things away. So I can understand Panzy because she's not much of a fighter, so she goes behind a rock here. This is a pretty cool looking scene. I don't think we see much of this in Dragon Ball, only because most ships that fire off blasts really never meant much to these Dragon Ball characters. But yeah, this right here made no sense though. You think they would want to run the opposite way. You even saw this when the military police, when the entire world military took on Cell. He flew away, and they were like, he's running, we got him. And Cell's like, oh no, I don't want them. I'm not running. I just don't want them to destroy my ring, because he put a lot of time into that ring. So what do? The first thing is they wanted to prevent confrontation, because to them preventing it would allow them to not have their ship get destroyed. And so what we get here is they go right in the direction of the ship. And I'm like, why would you do it? And they crisscross right at the ship. Like, why? Like, why would you take them to the ship? And then, of course, the ship ends up getting destroyed. I just don't understand that from a psychological standpoint. They could have went right. They both could have went left. They both go in the direction of the ship, crisscross, and leaving the ship to get I don't know. I mean, and I guess unless maybe they were hoping the ship was going to the people on the ships were going to go ahead and follow them, but either way, I wouldn't want to risk running towards the ship. And Panzy is I gotta be thinking, she's like, what the heck did these guys just do, right? And Goku's like, oh, they're destroying the ship. And Glorio, he is mad. They zoom in his eyes. He said, first your mother effer's gonna put your hands on my shoulder, and then you want to destroy my mother effing ship that's already gotten stored, and you know. This guy's he's had a lot of bad luck with ships, right? So he's just mumbling here. So that man starts charging up that Palpatine like energy thunder. Boom, shoots it in the sky, and bam, hits that thing, and all them guys come falling out. And these Gendarmerie guys, they are angry. And East Kaioshin, oh, he's got his hand. He's like, okay, boom. He does this little shockwave thing, hits them, and then bam, sends that thing flying into both. Bam, boom, beautiful blue explosion there. Bam, taking these guys out easily. Like, I was wondering why they didn't start doing that right away before they even started shooting from these planes. And I love this awesome shot. This is the winner shot, basically, right here. East Kaioshin and aka the Supreme Kai and Glorio have both won. And Panzy is like, yeah, but our ship, it's completely destroyed, and these guys are getting away. And you see in the corner, these guys are running around, and so they end up going in the sky. And I love this part where, as they're about to get away, East Kaioshin and very Pegasus, Paragus, if you guys remember Dragon Ball Super Broly, when that thing, that bug creature was about to attack Paragus, he goes like, Broly! And Broly just flies in and takes care of business. East Kaioshin's like, Goku! Now's your time! Goku runs after this, and whoa, you guys play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero will know this move. This is, I guess they call it the one-arm Kamehameha, but I always just call it the Angry Fool Ki Blast, because, man, he hits him with the technique of Frieza, and it's like almost frame for frame with how it's done in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So Goku basically hits him with that, you fool! And it sends him, boom, hits him with the same, not the same impact, but almost the same energy he gave against Frieza, aka Frieza, back in the Frieza saga, right? And man, them things become apart. Boom, look at that, all the debris on business they sent flying off like it's Team Rocket, blasting off again. And they take care of that. And I know a lot of the audience are probably like, they should have just did that from the start, but they were trying to keep it on low so they don't get their spaceship destroyed. Well, what the heck was the purpose of that plan if they were just going to run towards the spaceship anyway? So yeah, if that was their plan all along, they might as well just gone ahead and do it. But now the East Kaioshin, you know, as though they're happy, Goku's happy. They basically mentioned that this now means they're all are going to be fugitives, you know, when this gets back to King Gomah. So Panzy brings out this machine that she then shoots at these guys who are completely knocked out, and what she says is it disables their tracking device, so that way they can't come finding them. And Goku taking a stick and just poking at the guy like, yes, they're knocked out. What do you expect, Son Goku? But yeah, their ship is destroyed again. That was King Caden's ship, so man. But one of the Gendarmerie guys, they left their ship basically right there. So Panzy's like, hey, we can just use this. And I'd be wondering, when they were thinking this, I was thinking like, oh man, are they gonna go ahead and have like some sort of tracker in there in that ship? Like, surely they have all their machines tracked, you know? It's just like if someone decided to steal a police car, I'm pretty sure all the police departments would have a tracker in all the police police vehicles. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. So East Kaioshin even makes a mention. It's a good thing those Gendarmerie guys threw. It's a good thing they threw out the